All right, let's move on to this lady here says being active is not an active lifestyle. Okay, let's see what she says, man.
Hold your hand when I say this, but going to the gym 3 times a week does not mean that you live an active lifestyle. You are active on those 3 days that you go to the gym, but living an active lifestyle means that you actually have to include movement and activity in your life outside of your planned workouts. I'm like, oh, and maybe you work out 2 times a week and you literally can't get anyone else in your life to work out. Yes, you are doing more than that person in your life who will not work out no matter what. But it does not necessarily mean that you just automatically live an active lifestyle. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say
Okay, so she's basically, I'm trying to figure out what she's saying here.
this, but going to the gym 3 times a week does not mean that you live an active lifestyle. You are active on those 3 days that you go to the gym, but living an active lifestyle means that you actually have to include movement and activity in your life outside of your planned workouts.
Okay, I see what she's saying here. So basically, she's saying that going to the gym is just not enough. Like you still have to be active in your everyday life. So, you know, I'm guessing that she's talking about just like walking more, stretching, not being sedentary. Cuz one thing that I've seen and I hear a lot from people is that, they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, I go to the gym 3 times a week." But their bodies still look like shit. They're still out of shape because mainly they just go to the gym and they go use the treadmill. They walk on the treadmill. They do some Zumba class. They they go to the bike for 30 minutes, and then they feel like that is an active lifestyle. That's not really an active lifestyle. Because just because you go to the gym, it doesn't make you healthy. It doesn't. You can go to the gym 5 days a week, run on the treadmill, hit the elliptical, hit the stairmaster, use the bike, take some classes. It doesn't make you healthy. What are you doing outside of that to make that is what makes you healthy. What you do outside the gym is what makes you healthy. Because I know plenty of guys, I know plenty of women that go to the gym and they go home and they still put bullshit in their body, from the food aspect, from the drink aspect, you know, still might do drugs. So just because, you go to the gym, that doesn't make, it doesn't make you active. You know, the most important part is that what happens outside of that gym. Cause and being in the gym doesn't mean you're really doing anything. You can not, like, just because you burned 200 calories on the treadmill, but then you go home and then you consume 1,500 calories of bullshit. Well, did you really do anything? Are you really active? Are you really living a healthy lifestyle? It's probably not, because everything you do outside of that is counterproductive to what you're trying to actually accomplish, and that's get healthy. So, yeah, man, what you do outside the gym, it definitely matters. You definitely have to continue that same routine. Stretching, just walking more, moving your body, still putting the right things in your body. All these are very important. This is what makes you an active person. This is how you live an active lifestyle. So going to the gym is not enough. It's not enough, especially when you really don't even challenge your body. If you're going to the gym and you're not lifting any weights, then right there you're not really even, I don't think you're active. I wouldn't consider that an active lifestyle, you know. Especially if you're avoiding the weights. If you avoid the weights, then I know you're not really serious about going to the gym, cuz that's one thing is that's what it's for. Like you're there to build muscle. Building muscle, um basically building muscle helps prevent diseases from occurring, right? that prevents you from getting sick. That prevents your body from breaking down. So long term, that is the best play for you to have. That's the best option. Doing cardio really isn't going to do much for you.